For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant. I'm standing at the intersection of Newgate and Old Bailey, two ancient streets in London. The courthouse behind me, nicknamed the Old Bailey, otherwise known as the Central Criminal Courts. It's where earlier today, Tommy Robinson was set to have a full hearing for contempt of court. A rehearing of his hearing back in May when he was summarily arrested, charged, tried, convicted, sentenced, and shipped off to prison in a matter of hours. That drumhead trial was thrown out by the Court of Appeal, but sent back for a rehearing that was supposed to happen today. However, last night, Tommy Robinson's lawyers put to the judge Tommy's proposed witness statement, where Tommy quarrels with a number of things in his hearing, and the judge said, all right, I will refer this matter to the Attorney General rather than hearing it today myself. Now, you might be saying, whoa, I am now lost in legal gobbledygook. That is such procedural arcana. I don't understand it. What's the upshot? Well, I'll tell you. By referring this matter to the Attorney General, it throws it back into the political realm. The Attorney General, as you know, is a cabinet officer. It's a lawyer, but he's political in nature. And the test that any Attorney General, and indeed any prosecutor, has to use before proceeding is it in the public interest? There's a legal discretion there. And here's my opinion on the matter. Today marks the 5th court appearance Tommy has had in this case. Number 1 was May 25th in Leeds. Number 2 was when the Court of Appeal heard the event. Number 3, when the Court of Appeal decision came out. Number 4 was late September when we were at the Old Bailey the first time. Number 5 was today. 5 hearings for a civil matter that is no more serious than a speeding ticket. And I don't exaggerate. There has not been a journalist imprisoned in the United Kingdom for contempt of court in 70 years. Typically, there's a fine of several thousands of dollars, but it is not a criminal matter. And here we are, 5 court hearings in, and Tommy's already served 10 weeks in solitary confinement in the dungeon. Is it really in the public interest to proceed against him a 6th time, a 7th time? At what point is the administration of justice brought into disrepute? At what point is contempt of court proceedings, are they overtaken by the court's own conduct? I think that's why Tommy's lawyers wanted this thrown back to the Attorney General. One of the things Tommy, I should say, once the judge decided to throw it to the Attorney General, Tommy came out and there was an enormous crowd. I didn't count. At least 1,500, maybe 2,000. I don't know. Maybe more. Tommy got up on the stage and he read out, word for word, his proposed witness statement that had been sent to the judge. And in it, he had a very interesting case. He talked about the Daily Mirror and the Daily Mail. Those are 2 very large corporate media in this country, tabloids, who were in contempt of court and actually had criminal proceedings thrown out. And they were fined £10,000. Those are multi-million, maybe even billion-dollar companies, I don't know how big they are, who interfered in a court and actually had charges dropped. And they got off with a £10,000 fine. Tommy Robinson, who I put it to you, didn't actually interfere with the case. He only read out information that was publicly available on the internet at that moment. He did not jeopardize the case. The rape gang trial, outside of which he was commenting, proceeded to conviction. Both the Crown prosecutor and the judge agreed there was no danger or damage to the case. So Tommy Robinson has served 10 weeks in solitary confinement and is now proceeding possibly to a 6th hearing in a matter that the Daily Mail and the Daily Mirror got off with a slap on the wrist and $10,000 fine. I can assure you, as the person who is crowdfunding Tommy's legal fees, that he has paid much more than £10,000 pounds in just in his own lawyers. And that's the thing about the law. The rule of law means everyone is treated equally before it. Whether you're a media tycoon on Fleet Street or a working class bloke from Luton, you're treated the same. Justice is blind. But can that really be said in the United Kingdom when Tommy Robinson now faces his 6th court hearing? And I should tell you, Tommy had a little duffel bag in court, and I didn't know what that little duffel bag was until I met Tommy. That's called a prison bag. When you go to court, and the possibility is you will be convicted at that moment, they take you out of court to prison. You don't get to go home first and pack your toothbrush and toothpaste and you know, your teddy bear or whatever. Tommy's prison bag was with him in court. That is how serious it was. And Tommy said he kissed his wife and kids goodbye as if it were the last time, because he may well have been sent to prison had the matter proceeded. That is insane that Tommy has gone through that now 5 times, and more is ahead. I was pleased at the rally that I mentioned that Tommy not only read out his witness statement and the facts therein, but that others were on the stage, including politicians from UKIP, and Anne-Marie Waters was here from For Britain. There were journalists that were crowdfunded to the United Kingdom. Thanks to our viewers, 4 other journalists came to town. I think they'll provide useful balance to the media party in the United Kingdom that has obviously a malicious vendetta against Tommy. So on the whole, a good day, a successful day. I had come prepared to cover the entire meaty trial itself. Instead, it was a procedural matter and a rally. But nonetheless, it was a pleasure to be with Tommy and his many fans. And there was even a moment where the fans called out my name. That was very touching and most surprising. You can see more reports about this at our specialty website, TommyTrial.com. I'm here in London covering Tommy Robinson's contempt of court hearing. For all our videos and to chip into our crowdfund campaign to pay for our independent journalism, please go to TommyTrial.com.